It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers, and it comes your way next.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's Young on first down. It's caught by Sanders. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Young looks to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Young. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, fellas. Let's focus in on what we got to do. Once again, we got to get it done. Let's go. Playmaker, step up.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Second and goal from the 1.
Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Pay attention. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You've got to shake that off and get going.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It can't be a straight. This is game time. Show what you got.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Young now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Oh, what a juke into space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Subsequent gains of 34, now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Another run here with Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Young. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Every day, let's do what we do every day. It's game time.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
from 13 yards out.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On 2nd and 10, Carr. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Kamara. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Young. Left side here to Sanders. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's returnable now for Smith. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Young.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Young to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a carry for Sanders.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
108 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young, he gets it to Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First down, Young. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark from 21 yards away.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This one taken just inside the 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go. They can't real straight. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Carr gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Kamara up the middle, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's do this, man.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Young throw complete there to Thomas.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Young to throw it.
Connecting.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
This is where you step up. Do your thing, baby.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
Olave holds it in, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good,
and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Young's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
It's showtime, baby. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. They gotta make you step up.
Throwing again on second down. Young. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Young on third down. Flush to his right.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league, has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more, and throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half, and now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Carr.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. find a great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Carr now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field. for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Chris Olave, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
For Marshall, that's complete.
A play fake. Now Young. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A give running left. It's Sanders. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
That's right, baby. Play it to the win.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Carr gonna throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Here's Smith to return it.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And Young's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Young to throw it. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Hey, what we got? Play smart, baby. What's the deal, dog? All right, let's do that. Wait on nobody else.
First and 10, Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young will set to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now here's Young. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. The Sanders has got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Sanders.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 39.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It's a second down run with Sanders. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Young. Looking sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's go right here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
This is your game, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The busy night continues for Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Carr. Throw's going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Carr now to throw.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Taking a shot here for Marshall, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Young now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Young. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Young. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Another run here with Sanders.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and 5.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 24. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Young. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, big play there, and when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 45 on second down, Carr drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch, but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's got his target. It's Olave. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. this hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Carr to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now third down and 6 to go. Throwing his Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, but unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 6. Now a carry for Sanders, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's concentrate on what we gotta do here. Let's go, baby. Let's hit points, boys. Let's go. Time. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
Carr.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
One last shot for Young. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.